Anyways, on this Wednesday, the 16th day of July, 2025, welcome in, guys, episode 1168 of the radio program we call The Press Box, coming to you on great radio stations around the Southeast, including our friends in Foley, Alabama. Hello, down in God's country, WHEAP, AM 1310, 92.5 FM, booming us from the beaches to the Bay. Glad to have you guys aboard there or listening online anywhere in the world, courtesy of the website, PressBoxRadio.com, or the PressBox app, which you can download for free in the Apple or Google Play stores. And new this week, live from SEC Football Media Days, video on the brand new PressBox Radio YouTube page. It is youtube.com/PressBoxRadio. You'll find us there. Mike Grace, your host, old play-by-play guy, been hanging around press boxes all across the country for the better part of the last 30 years or so. And so I had tons of friends there, and now they meet me here. We talk about sports and other things, and we got some great guys to join me to do that. One of my Monday, Wednesday, Friday guys, former Alabama high school and Mississippi State basketball stud, 3-year starter, and team captain at Mississippi State, a 3-time academic All-SEC pick, and member of that 1996 Final Four team. Now coaching and teaching, mentoring at B Hyche 22. He is Bart Hyche, coming off a big day for your Mississippi State Bulldogs, man. You guys did your NIL golf tournament yesterday, yeah?
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. Had a great turnout. A lot of familiar faces, some new ones also. Some players were there. Coach Jan's made a great speech, and just optimism. Coming off 3 NCAA tournaments, we'd like to get an NCAA tournament win, but for Coach Jan's. But at the same time, I didn't realize this, but chasing a record to tie. I know this doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but we're chasing the 4th NCAA tournament in a row, and that's a good place to be.
Absolutely.
So yesterday, but it was hot in Jackson.
Was it now? Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. I would think so. Hot in the middle of July, probably. Well, you said again, hope springs eternal. There is optimism with Mississippi State basketball. I think the same could be said about Mississippi State football. And in fact, head coach Jeff Lebby and his crew roaming around the College Football Hall of Fame today as day 3 of SEC Football Media Days gets underway. Our guys there are regular with the Westwood One, Compass Media, and others. He is Colin Lacy, who comes to us again from inside the College Football Hall of Fame, back on Digital Drive for day 3 of SEC Football Media Days. Assisting alongside Colin Lacy is our friend Brent Osborne, who joins us this week, decade of high school football coaching, and now Colin's on-air partner for Southeast Bullock, high school football on Foundry Broadcasting over in Statesboro, Georgia. SEC Media Days, fellas, 2 days down, 2 to go. Y'all having any fun?
Yeah, a little bit. It's yesterday was a whirlwind because this place was slammed with Auburn and Georgia both here. A lot of media in Texas.
Yeah,
a lot of media because those are probably the 2 closest. But a full day. Got to hang out last night with Jake Crane and Blaine Crane. First time I'd ever met those guys face to face this week. But got to hang out last night at Stats. That's just across the street.
Cool.
And get to hang out and share a few stories, tales.
Yeah.
Good wins at Stats.
Thoughts, opinions.
There's a lot of thoughts and opinions being thrown around last night.
Maybe an adult beverage or 2 thrown around in there with the appetizers in there as well. Well, glad to have you guys back with us. We've got another big day. We are scheduled to visit with the voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. Toby Rowland has been there all week on the Digital Drive, and he'll join us live. We're expecting that. We've also got all kinds of interviews in the can. These guys have been working like crazy the last couple of days, finding folks all around. We've got Laura Rutledge of ESPN and the SEC Network. We've got Craig Way, voice of the Texas Longhorns, and there are others coming. So stick around. We're kind of going on the fly today. We've got a plan, but we also have Mississippi State's contingent there. Bart, thanks to you and your connections with the athletic department, they promise they bring us as many guys as they can. So if we get some of those state guys, including head coach Jeff Lebby, we will bring him to you here. But what Blake Shapen, the quarterback, is with him as well, right? And which would be fantastic. Blake lost in week 4, I think, due to injury last year. So great to have him back, man.
What time do they start coming through and sitting down?
Oh, they've already been.
We've already recorded one of them. We talked to Brennan Thompson, wide receiver for Mississippi State, and that dude's impressive.
Yep.
So y'all don't need me to call. Y'all don't need me to call nobody. Y'all are good.
No, I've already had 2 people with Mississippi State pins on their lapel come up and be like, "Is this Bart Hyche's show?"
Yeah, buddy.
Sure is.
Well, just let me know if they're not acting accordingly. And we'll make some
you have your ducks in a row.
Halftime adjustment.
Yes,
you have
your
ducks in a row. You have made your reputation known, even when you are 4 states away.
I will tell y'all this. I pulled one
Oh,
I pulled one Monday night.
Did you now?
Yeah, no, I pretty much wear it on my sleeve. And
does it start a new nickname?
no. Well, we might can start one. It'll be the first one we have for one of these people. We walked in and there's a room. There's a person that I just, over the years have had some dealings with that, I'm just not fond of.
Yeah.
There's people out there like that. There's a lot of people out there like that probably think about me like that. Well, this person came in and we sitting down at the table with me and Charlie Winfield and a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Came down and sat right next to me. And right when he sat down, I said, nope. And I gently got up and got my coat and went and sat somewhere else.
Did you now? You could, I mean, you could like you'll play peace there and no, you just
he ain't no count.
By the way, if you were here Monday, we learned a new Southern slang that we had never heard
a lot of,
and didn't believe me.
We didn't believe you, but I found it in the Redneck Dictionary. I found count in the Red Shirt Dictionary. Let me pull it up if I can find the definition again for you here, boys.
You sure it was the redneck or hillbilly?
And no, this is redneck slang. This is from the Redneck Slang Encyclopedia Dictionary. And it goes. I've heard comedians like Jeff Foxworthy and others make jokes about Southern slang terms. Being raised in a rural part of Alabama, terms I use every day that confuse people who are raised in more urban or suburban areas. I was completely dumb to this until one of the phrases specifically is, "That's some count." And you may be saying, what? I'll explain. That's some count simply means that is good or that is worth something. An example would be, that chocolate cake is some count. Okay? Or immediately after tasting something or smelling something, you'd say, oh, that's some count. So yeah.
I like the emphasis you put on the quotes.
But this is like y'all talk about the 3-time academic, this, that, whatever. It doesn't just come with like things you learned in school.
That's right. Yeah.
You got street cred.
You have to have street cred from educate people on where you're from, because they might not believe it when you start talking about it.
There's street cred, and then there's street cred from the streets of Winfield, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
the gravel street cred.
Stop it now.
It's more dirt road, but thanks.
Don't be ugly. Well, again, yeah. Today's show is count. Can I just tell you that? Because again, we got Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners, coming by, and who knows what else is going on. Yesterday, it was a day 2 of SEC Media Days. Auburn was there with head coach Hugh Freeze and their quarterback, brand new quarterback Jackson Arnold. Kirby Smart was there with his quarterback, Gunnar Stockton. Steve Sarkisian was there with his quarterback, some guy named Arch Manning. And Josh Heupel was there looking for a quarterback. The Tennessee head coach is still looking for one. We're going to get to all kind of goodies. We've got Major League Baseball news, the All-Star game last night. I just asked point blank. You guys watch any of it?
Nope. I did.
Did you now? Did you watch to the end?
I saw Rooker, and then I saw the amazing. I don't know what the rules mean, but I think it turned out like everybody would have hoped, and what their ideal was for extra innings. So explain to everybody how they do the end of the baseball.
Yeah, we'll try to do this quickly. They do now, because they've had some issues with the games going extra innings when they're tied and that kind of jazz, and running out of players and la. So they've instituted what is a new, basically a swing off, a home run derby style swing off as the tiebreaker. And National League got off to a great start last night. A couple of runs in the first inning, including an infield single and run scored for Ronald Acuna Jr. In the 6th, Pete Alonso, Mets first baseman, gave the NL some breathing room with a 3-run Oppo Taco. And later in that same frame, Diamondback Corbin Carroll added a solo shot. So National League was up 6-0. NL pitchers had suffocated the AL lineup until the 7th inning, when former Mississippi State Bulldog, where's my cowbell? Doggone it. Brent Rooker of the A's crushed a 3-run bomb. Another run that inning got the All-Stars within 2 at 6-4, and they tied it up with 2 more in their top of the 9th inning. Aroldis Chapman of the Red Sox worked a perfect bottom of the inning, so that sent us to the new home run derby-style tiebreaker. With a score 6-6, 3 hitters from each side take 3 swings each. The AL's Brent Rooker again, Randy Rosarina, and Jonathan Aranda combined for 3 home runs in their swings for the American League. Then the NL sent up a Kyle Stowers, who hit 1. And then Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies blasted 3 home runs on 3 swings. Arenado had a chance to tie it up, but came up mere feet from sending it to the next round. And so it was a National League win, technically 7-6. but the game ended 6-6. Schwarber named the MVP despite going 0 for 2 with a walk in the game itself. But his swing-off heroics make him the first Phillies player to win the All-Star Game MVP since Johnny Collison back in 1964.
Oh, Johnny.
Remember old Johnny? Oh, yeah. And
Hey.
the first non-pitcher to ever win the award while going hitless in the game, which is a weird little factoid. But kudos to Major League Baseball. They made it exciting. It was really cool. I was not watching it, I'll tell you that, but I watched the highlights today, this morning, first thing, and it really was cool. So kudos to Major League Baseball for getting something right.
Wait a minute. Of all of us on this show, are we saying that Bart Hyche was the only one that watched baseball last night?
It's probably the case. Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah,
We watched
I didn't
the
watch whoa, Compo.
Oh,
I
ho,
didn't
whoa,
watch
whoa.
all of it. And the only reason I was watching it, and I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it. I wanted to take Ellie De La Cruz to hit a home run because I thought the odds would be outrageous because you're only going to get 1 or 2 at bats.
Right. Yeah.
I also wanted him to take him to have a stolen base.
Stolen base, right? Yeah.
You know, an all-star game, whatever.
Sure.
So you just said that old boy Schwarber went hitless, right?
He did, yeah.
Hit 3 bombs. If you would have had him to hit a home run, do you win the bet?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm not sure what the rules would be there in the
What do you think, Brent?
extra.
I mean, I would say yes because it's still considered the game's still going on.
Yeah, still the game.
It's just
Yeah, you
it's just
don't.
extra innings.
All I'd like to know is why did that Dodgers manager pick Ellie? Would have hit 1, and that would have been a great call on my part.
So what you're telling me is it wasn't a great call on your part.
I don't think it got in because I never got confirmation that it wasn't. I didn't have the props on where I.
Okay. Well, I watched the first couple of innings. I did, and then we hit 10 o'clock Eastern time, and it was 83 degrees in the house. You know, our air conditioner went out this week. Oh yeah, AC is.
We're
out.
still out.
We're still waiting for the man.
Ooh,
We turned it on last night when we went to bed about 10 o'clock, and it is cooler today, but it is limping. And so we did sleep a little better last night. But yeah,
we may have a solution for you, Mike. I was talking to our buddy Landrum Roberts from WJOX in Birmingham yesterday.
Yes, former roommate of our own Bart Hyche. Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him that you were having AC troubles yesterday.
Yeah,
and he said that if the man didn't show up, call him and he can walk you through it because he can do it.
He can do it. No, I called the man. I called the man. Man tells us he can't get here till Thursday. So we were like, wow, is there another man we can call? Because
he's here.
You and Carol Ann are gonna be walking around the house like Matthew McConaughey.
I'm not.
We don't need to know.
I can neither confirm nor deny our apparel during it was 83.
I was just talking about how they sweating in that movie.
It got to 83 in the house yesterday, and so we're better off today though. By the way, one more note on the I think I did not see this last night in the All-Star game. I knew they were going to do it, and I watched the full 3-minute presentation today. The tribute to Hank Aaron. They did a recreation of 715, honoring the late Hall of Famer Hank Aaron by recreating his record-breaking 715th home run. I'm pretty sure they used, like Harry Potter came in, they used some wizardry, some spells, and they said it was using a projection mapping and pyrotechnics. But I'm pretty sure there was some sorcery in there somewhere. After the 6th inning, the lights went down at Truist Park. Fans stood holding their cell phone lights. And the scene from April 8th, 1974, the old Atlanta Fulton County Stadiums, played out on the field, projected on the infield, and shown on the video board. High-tech images of Aaron and other players seen before a blaze of a fireball launched from home plate to signify the home run that pushed Aaron past Babe Ruth's then record, and to me, still record, of it was 714, now it's 755. Pretty cool stuff, though. If you can't see it, it's on the internet. You can find it up there on the Google machine. So, pretty cool.
My question is, how many times did they test shooting what essentially looked like a Roman candle?
Yeah, so it
home plate out towards left center field. Yeah. Because you've got to be
make sure.
Dang sure.
You got to make sure it gets there.
You've got to be sure that fire isn't still lit whenever it gets there.
Yeah, when it lands, yeah.
Problem.
Yeah. Well, it seemed perfect. They seemed to execute it perfect.
I don't know how Braves fans will feel about this. I didn't see that part. We were at dinner, and I just saw like the very end of the home run derby and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it was cool, man, because like it's a celebrated record, or
Oh, yeah.
was, or is, or however you want to look at it. But did y'all see the highlight of the play that Matt Olson made?
Yes.
Well, the game got tied.
Behind third base, saved a run for the National League. Absolutely. Yeah.
My
Huge.
goodness, like that. I just that's really one of the only good plays I've seen a Brave make all year. So I hate that it was an All-Star game. I just kind of wanted to point that out. I thought it was
That's kind of,
Yeah, the part that nobody's talking about is a Philly won the game in Atlanta.
they asked him that.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk about
He
that.
just totally went, just totally pushed it by.
Yeah.
It's just he didn't even give y'all no hate.
Yeah. No, not a fan of. Matter of fact, the wife and I we snuck out last night. Went to a local restaurant here, just to enjoy some air conditioning and some dinner, rather than heating up the kitchen with the oven and the stove and that kind of.
Actually worked.
So we rolled around the corner of the old Outback Steakhouse here and had ourselves a bloomin' onion and a ribeye, and enjoyed the air conditioning. And it was about 47 degrees in the Outback Steakhouse yesterday, or maybe it was just because we'd been in an 85-degree house all day. Either way, we enjoyed that, and I told her we were kind of talking about the Phillies, and she was janking on Bryce Harper. She asked if Bryce Harper was playing. I said, well, he's been injured. She said, well, I just don't like him very much, is what she said. And I'm like, well, I don't like him, but I kind of respect him. I think I'm okay with the way he plays the game. I'd love him if he were on my team, but obviously I don't like him because he's not on my team. But this guy named Kyle Schwarber, I got nothing for Schwarber, okay? And so I was going off to the missus about how I did not like Kyle Schwarber, and lo and behold, he's the hero last night. So
See, I'm the complete opposite. Bryce Harper can go take a number. Like, get lost. I'm done. But Schwarber, I'm okay with.
This cat went down to one knee to win the All-Star game. He hit bombs on his knees.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he ain't good.
Would you dislike these people is this a divisional thing?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
If they're not in this division, if they play for the Cards, they play for the Cubs.
The only someone on the Phillies that Carol Ann doesn't like or likes less than Bryce Harper would be the guy she refers to as Smelly Cat. Is it Alex Baum that has the wet hair and squiggly beard and just he's Smelly Cat is basically what he is. So
he is what TV was singing about in Friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Smelly Cat.
I know one thing. We needed Bart Hyche here last night because we had Stats is a restaurant right across the street, completely rented out by I think it was
Chick-fil-A
Peach
Peach
Bowl
Bowl and Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Wow.
And they've got a rooftop. And that's where us and Jake Crane posted up.
Oh, yeah.
And so we saw the pregame flyover was circling around us.
Cool.
Yeah, we saw
before
like
they headed over to the stadium.
Yeah. Well, here's the real question I want. The number that I want today is Bart Hyche, over under on number of Dr. Peppers Colin Lacy has drank or will drink this week at football media days.
It's 4.5 a day.
Oh, easy. Oh, he had
over
4.5 before he went on the air.
I mean, look, if you look at the Zoom, Bart, it's he's got two right there.
That's the thing.
That's what you all call that double barrel. He's double barrel.
He's double barreling the Dr. Peppers. He is.
I'm pretty sure.
Day 3 SEC football media days. Who we got today? Mississippi State. Oh, some team named Alabama. Then Mississippi State as well. Florida and Oklahoma on the agenda today. We'll get into it more. But day 3 SEC football media days after a quick timeout. This is the Press Box.